Hearing better weather, we need it. But until then, Ian is coming. And as we do track Ian's approach to the Carolinas, you know her, you love her, meteorologist Brittany Van Voorhees here joining us. So you're giving us a closer look at all the damage that's been left behind in Florida. And I mean, we knew it was coming, but it's always shocking to see these images. You have close ties to that area as well.
Yeah, so I worked in Fort Myers for 3 years at Wink TV, which if anyone's been on social media, unfortunately, it was the TV station that was flooded and did have to be evacuated overnight because of a fire. So, of course, I'm keeping my old coworkers, my thoughts and prayers, and really the rest of Southwest Florida. What's really challenging about this area, Carolyn, is that where it made landfall on those coastal barrier islands of Lee County, there's not much land to really weaken a storm.
Right.
And then when you see that angle of approach with the storm surge, it came in right near Cape Coral, and then it traveled through the Caloosahatchee River. And that's why downtown Fort Myers, even, which is 45 minutes inland, saw major damage. Now, Sanibel Island took one of the biggest hits. You've probably seen these images right on social media. A lot of us have been looking at them. Sanibel Island Causeway completely destroyed. A large section of it fell into the Gulf, cutting off access to the barrier island. And that's going to create, of course, more issues as folks there are trying to get rescued. This, of course, again, a look at the Causeway clip. I mean, it's just crazy. I mean, the images are just insane. Fort Myers, of course, downtown, also taking a big punch from the storm. This is a time-lapse video here. I mean, I lived a few miles away from this area. This is Estero Boulevard, the main road through Fort Myers Beach here in Lee County. The video starts at about 10:15 Wednesday morning. The storm surge just continues to charge in. And this was actually the big issue, right, at Wink TV down there, is that the storm surge just continued to roll in, and it got the worst, right, at about 7 p.m., which is high tide. This recording ends at about 12:45 when actually the camera connections were lost. I mean, we've all seen this, right, with these tropical systems. Times Square on Fort Myers Beach, I mean, it's heartbreaking. I mean, it really is crazy. Spent lots of Saturdays here, right, with my friends, when I was down there. Completely destroyed, all these buildings, all these people. Roads in Fort Myers also heavily damaged as well. I mean, Brad knows, we were talking about this earlier. These are areas that are 45 minutes inland. I mean, you can see debris, mud, making it almost impassable. And, we've talked a lot about tropical systems, right? This, what they can do. Me at Fort Myers worked in Myrtle Beach. Brad, famously Hurricane Katrina in New Orleans. I mean, it's just heartbreaking to see the images and the videos in this area.
The only thing that goes through my mind as I watch any of this is I hope to God the people evacuated and really listen to those orders.
Yeah, you hope, and it's like, as Brittany knows, it's a very susceptible area. There's more water than land down there. All the canals and these creeks and streams, and then it's a very vulnerable population. It's a much older retirement area, so you hope that those people got out.
Well, and it's so much harder for retirees and older people, and also, people forget the financial impact. It's not easy to evacuate.
Tell people to evacuate, but where are you going to go? It costs money to evacuate.
Even just gas money.
Yeah. So I hope they got out, but it is devastating to see, and that is not a low population center. There's a lot of people that live down there.
Our heart, of course, goes out to all of them. We'll be right back.